Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite left. Don't look at me! Dynamite. Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the throw. You couldn't hit a cow's ass with a sitar. All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that boom?
You do have an eye for opportunity. After all, it's not TNT the locals are short of. All the blistered fish they could ever want.
What are you layabouts going that first bang? I knew it was you. So, come show me what you got this time. Fuera! I told you drifters before, rum don't grow on trees. Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditchwater. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits. Everything you've built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue. Timber. Very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin. See what slander! Edvard Prince and Bright Sands!
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
He twists every article in his favour at our and Father's expense. Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased, now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labour for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
We put our love in.
I'm not going to say I didn't think it possible.
You reached a new milestone.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest, and maybe wet their whistles. When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
A farm? With no fields? Nice day for it.
The land can only be farmed if there are enough fields. We must plant them.
There aren't enough of us.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death.
See how the whole world bows before us.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat. I loathe the reek of lanolin, but if farmers' smocks are all you have...
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
Workforce shortage.
Tell me you've... Tell me you've managed something. Ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full.
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more!
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only, we've no ship to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor. Everybody on board? Good. I shiver at the thought of staying here another second.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry. That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
You reached a new milestone.
With several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway.
Workers can handle stubborn debris on Ditchwater. If it's to be the center of our new enterprise, it needs to be immaculate. Our dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak.
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
You reached a new milestone.
Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
Help us out, will you, boss? Spare a thought for us? Not bad for a big boss.
I have discovered some inefficiencies we ought to address.
I hear talk of the privileged.
Life is so-so.
Workforce shortage.
You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness.
We need more farm hands.
I always appreciate your help, however overdue.
runs wild. Fight this inferno fast.
Workforce shortage. A competitor raised a settlement.
Hurry, damn you!
Look busy, people.
You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness. Where are my sails?
Nothing you do will lift the cloud.
Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.